better believe it. And then I'm going to the to this new spot, Reserve. That's Sunday night.
Reserve. You Reserve?
Yeah, it's a reggae night on Sunday night.
Yeah.
So I'll go there to eat. Y'all want to go? I'm ready to take it far. I'm ready to take it far. I don't know what y'all trying to do. We can go to my crib and then go out Monday, Sunday.
Ooh,
I'm trying to do that. Okay, it's whatever. Yeah. But I just heard about they play the rock steady joints, the classics. That's
Where's that?
Reserve's
on Arch Street. Arch, Governor
Phoenix.
7th and Arch.
Phoenix. And everything. Yeah, Reserve. It's the side joint, the thin, narrow one. That's Reserve. Yeah. Reserve is actually nice and stuff.
Is it really good? Look nice with pictures.
Yeah, it's been like 30 different amalgamations. Reserve, Peacock's Bay.
Right.
Hustler's Lounge. It feels like a different name, but it's been reserved for the last like 3-4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but y'all definitely coming over Sunday.
We apologize for the lateness. We're getting set up.
We're meeting with our program director.
Yeah, we had a meeting, little impromptu meeting with the program director. We're gonna be up and running Build Destroy Radio on Ustream. Getting things going in the next couple minutes. We're setting up. You're behind the scenes, and we will be going live in a couple minutes. Got a lot of interesting topics to discuss this evening, so stay tuned. All right.
What's up, Kevin? I got an idea. If we gotta cut the music, I got a nice idea.
What you got?
I could definitely bring my drum machine and stuff in. But all the people we know that make beats, we need to turn this joint like how Stretch and Barbito had their joint.
You watched it?
Joint into
Oh, so we can talk about that tonight.
Yeah,
joint was tremendous, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying we need to make our joint into the beat society.
We could. That's what I was thinking.
The hottest up and coming producers, y'all need to send us an email of your beats.
Yeah.
Or, MP3 file, whatever. We start out with a couple peoples we know and do what we do and just keep it moving.
See your snaps, dog.
Oh yeah.
Y'all was down to John?
Yeah,
that's
Friday.
Your first time, right?
Yeah, it's first time. We had a ball down there.
Where was that?
Down at Spruce Pier, Harvard. Spruce Pier, Harvard.
Is that like
Penn's Landing.
They
converted it
into
a
nice little section. They got all of
little restaurants.
They got
bars.
beers. They got beer gardens.
Yeah.
They converted a bunch of
we need
transport.
I said Jeff was spinning on Friday.
Friday night we
down
missed
there?
out. Yes, Friday night.
Yes,
Yes, it was.
Wow.
It was packed. We got out of there. We were like, yo, it's gonna be too crazy day. And we left.
Yeah. But we was down there a couple of weeks ago when it was, when the holiday and nothing. Yeah, but I mean, it was
holiday weekend. It was popping.
Yeah,
last Friday.
I'm sure that was real.
Got a grub. Yeah, we did green eggs. Got a grub with green eggs.
Nice.
Went over there and hung out for the afternoon.
Okay.
Ate some ice cream.
Yeah.
Couple what's the name? Craft brews.
Nice.
They got beer gardens. They got drink joint there. It's a good look.
Good.
We had never been. That was our first time. Yeah.
I've never been.
Yeah, Spruce Piers, that's a good look for you and Chris. And Aeneas can run around, they got stuff to do. Yeah, it's a good family joint, man. You can go solo or family, don't matter.
That's a nice joint just on go down and just grab a couple of brews and check out the sights.
Sights were crazy
cool out.
downtown Friday.
Wow.
I know it's not New York, but Walnut Street was poppin'.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't been downtown in so long, man. I want to put a joint out to questions. We gotta go. It's 20 after.
Put one out.
Yeah, we cooked our asses off on Sunday.
Did y'all really throw down something seriously? Did you throw down, babe?
Nah, I was out of town.
Oh, okay. You was in New York still till much yesterday.
Yeah, I got
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, salmon, some salmon on the grill, shrimp on the bar. I mean, we did chicken kebabs, steak, burgers, sausage, kielbasa.
Whoa.
Yeah. Still eating off. We'll be eating off
How
that
about
for the rest
that?
of
How
the week.
about
Like,
that, man?
yeah, it's starting to dwindle down now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was just good eating.
This is yesterday?
Sunday.
Sunday, okay. Nice.
Sunday, yeah.
Nice.
And we just chilled out, man.
Nice.
Peps came through. You know what I mean? We just chilled out.
Okay.
Good tune, watched the rain fall.
Yeah.
Chill.
Cool.
Yeah. I went in like an NY mood this weekend. I just feel like, low, yeah.
City wasn't that, I mean, there was always crowd.
Well, you know what it is, man. So many people get out of town there too, just like here.
Exactly.
You know,
so it was kind of cool. Cause
yeah. A lot of people do that MIA move. Right, just enough. New York's still gonna be New York. You know what I'm saying?
Still, so we had the nice little openness.
How was the hotel?
Like,
yeah, no waits or nothing. Yeah.
Oh, we stayed to join, Joe.
It's cool, good look. Was it crowded there? Like, what?
We on the joint?
Yeah.
We are. What's this, like, Latino? No, like the little thing is right next door. Convention center.
What's the station? What
WPEB.
Thank you, G. WPEB. We're gonna get you on. We're going on right now. Can I put you on hold? Hold on. We're gonna get you on in a few minutes. Hold on. We ready to do our station drop right now. All right, hold up. That's Siege. We gotta go. All right, you ready? He want to talk NBA playoffs.
Oh man.
I just want to say. Yeah, I'm ready.
It's the last day of May 2016. The time is 20 minutes after 7. We're late, but we're always great. It's time to build and destroy. West, Southwest. What's happening? Build and destroy on the scene. Post Memorial Day edition. May 31st again, 2016. Assembled in the Lemon Drop Lounge of WPEB 88.1 FM on your dial. The team is ready to go. We've got music director Mark Bennett spinning up classics as usual. My partner in crime, my bigger figure, my number one ninja, Derek Adger to the right of me. What's happening, man? We are here in the house. Build and Destroy Radio live on Ustream. Download the Ustream app on your mobile device. Go to ustream.tv. Either way, search Build and Destroy Radio, and we are live right now through the intranet. Yes. The barbecue has settled.
Grill has cooled
The
down.
grill has cooled down.
The ice from the breeze is melted.
The ice is melted. The drinks have settled. And we're back. How was everybody's Memorial Day?
Good. Refreshing.
You had a good one?
I had a good one, baby.
Good to hear. Mark Bennett, a.k.a. Snoop, how was your Memorial Day, bro?
Wonderful, man.
Great to hear, man. What did everybody do?
I was in the big city of dreams.
New York.
The apple that is.
The rotten apple.
Yeah,
But you made it sweet that weekend, right, Mark?
oh, man. You know. Just had to do what I had to do, represent. You know what I mean?
Good to hear.
Looking for a little efficiency up there.
Little timeshare.
Little efficiency.
Well, you know, I watched $1 Million Listing. They got plenty of credit, man. You want to drop like 1.2. You can live next to Carmelo or James Bay.
Nah, I'm
You
not
know.
sure with that
You
one.
sure? You want to live in a village?
Yeah,
Meat
nah.
package and shit? Overlooking the Hudson?
I'll probably be there once a week.
Okay.
Little one room, bathroom, kitchen.
Hey,
I'm good.
look, if it's 1.3, it's 3 of us. The quick math, that's about too much for any of us to even think about. So, oh well. But look, let's do little things different right now. I think we have a caller on the line. An early caller that wants to get in and give his 2 cents about what, I don't know what, but let's get him on. Let's see what's happening here. Get this up, because we could not hear him last week over the air, but Carla, are you there? Carla, you on the line?
All is online, yes he is.
What's happening? Identify yourself, sir. Who is this we're talking to right now?
So my name is Christopher Johnson.
Christopher Johnson.
I got a little bone to pick about the playoffs last night.
Okay.
What's the bone? What's the bone?
Yeah, what's the bone? Chris, what's going on?
My problem is, KD, you're the superstar dude. You gotta command the ball in the fourth quarter. All right, come on, man. Seriously, come on. You gotta put the team on your back, and you run with it. And they live with it, or they die by it. You are the man.
Okay, so see, you're dominating the conversation. This is all outside of our subject matter, but I mean it's in the subject matter. You're just jumping the rail a little bit. But let's talk. We can start NBA. We can start NBA. So you're upset with Durant? You got beat, huh?
Wolves and their Raptors like 7:30. Raptors are out already. Like what's wrong with the world? Like KD, take over. Do you think Jordan would have not taken 13 shots? You think Kobe would not have taken 13 shots in the fourth quarter? Like, come on, man. Like, what are these superstars? What are they supposed to be? Be a superstar.
Let me say, can I say this about that situation? Hey, look, I totally agree with you, but the thing that you're, hey, Chris, the thing, right? I understand, but I think what you're alluding to is what the problem is with OKC and their climb to be an elite team out west. They still don't have a full understanding about what they are. And when I say they don't know what they are, I'm talking about Russell Westbrook and KD. As good as they are, and this is Russell Westbrook as well as KD, they don't have a full they don't have a full understanding about what they need to do in those kind of clutch situations, game 7, 1 minute down. They still have an identity crisis. Do I be a facilitator? Am I the alpha dog? Am I taking every shot? You have KD acquiescing to Westbrook. You have Westbrook not getting enough people involved. He doesn't know when to be an alpha dog. He doesn't know when to be a facilitator. Mm-hmm. This is the problem when you have the kind of skill sets they have, which lends me back to my argument again that I've always wrote, and I've said this before on Build and Destroy Radio. You will never, in my opinion, win an NBA title with that type of point guard. Now, on the same token,
who, Russell Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook.
I agree.
Finally.
Sometimes being versatile can be a curse.
Yes.
Sometimes you're too versatile.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like you said. I think that speaks to your point. That
But
KD and Russell can do it all.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to focus and you're at the last 3 minutes and you need clearly defined roles on who's going to make the shots, who's going to take the shots, where you're going to be on the floor.
They don't have
that's
that.
the problem,
they
man.
Don't
so they're
have
still
that.
out there, willy-nilly. You can't do that with 3 minutes left.
Well, how's the saying go? Jack of all trades and a master of none. That's what they have right now in OKC.
Is the caller still
But they
there?
do have a master of one. KD is your scorer.
He's a scorer. But
he doesn't know that.
He's the one that can put the ball. He's the one that can
know that.
over anyone in the league at any time he wants to.
But
Gives him the ball.
Mr. Johnson.
Billy Donovan, hell of a job this year.
Yeah.
Without question.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad you said Mr. Donovan because he needs to rein that in. And I put more to blame on Mr. Westbrook, man, for last night.
Right.
I saw that KD go on 11-2 run, KD 11, Golden State 2 to bring them back in the game. I saw KD telling people to take wide open threes that were passing up the ball.
Mr. Robertson.
And KD does not bring the ball up. And when Russell Westbrook, when he goes mental, he has this yin or yang with him. He can absolutely dominate and take over a game with just his athleticism.
Good Russell,
but
bad
when
Russell.
but when he is your point, and he took they illuminated and showed the bad
graphic,
shots that he took. I mean, he just took horrible shots in the second half.
But that's him. That's
the
problem. He shoots them in games. He shoots them out of games.
But then when you get a caller that calls up and says KD's the superstar, yes, he is the 1A, and then you have a 1B superstar.
Right.
But if you remember, like Allen Iverson or Jordan or whoever, either they brought the ball up or the point guard BJ Armstrong would bring the ball up, and he knew he wasn't shooting that shot unless he had a wide open shot. Yes, they would shoot their little wide open shots from the corner, but they wasn't dominating the game from that position. He's not. Chris Paul, I love Chris Paul because Chris Paul can play either way.
But he's old school.
Yeah,
he's a throwback point guard.
I don't know, Chris. I think I don't put as much blame on KD just because he's the designated superstar, and you say he has to command the ball. I agree. You like to see a little more in him, a little more dog, but he got to get the ball, man. If you're denying an entry pass, the guard has to bring you around and give you a handoff, not just say, you're covered, and I'm just going to take a shot.
But dude, I'm saying even if you look at those Celtics teams of the '80s, they had a bomb squad. Let's be clear. McHale is arguably one of the best power forwards that ever flown the field seat.
They had a bomb front line.
All right, you had other players that can ball. At the end of the game. You know who had the ball in the game. Right, because the point guards. There should be no question.
The guards.
This is a game for KD. You got the ball. You shoot.
Yeah, well, see, and that's the problem. Okay,
that's my issue.
Well, here's the thing. Your issue is legit, and from me watching them throughout this playoffs, like again, they have an identity issue. Like the one thing I see that they have a problem with is, like you said, that last shot. Who's going to take it? In the first half, it's what Russell Westbrook takes the last shot in the half. When it goes to third and fourth quarter, it should be KD, and it is usually KD, but they have that gray area where they look almost like flummoxed and confused as to who's going to take what. And then you have the periphery players who totally don't know what to do. They're fearful of those two, that I'm going to take a shot away from him, so I'm going to pass this shot up and force the ball to him, which creates the turnovers that you saw down the stretch, which took them out of the game. And my second point is that problem of knowing who takes what shot and KD not wanting to take shots away from Russell and vice versa. I think that's the reason why he's probably out at OKC this season. He's going to sit down with his entourage, his people, and I think they're going to be like, you know what? I think we might have to move on, man. It's got to be one way. It's going to be your squad or it's not. Right. And as long as he's playing with Russell, they're never going to be clearly defined. Like, Snoop, you talk about those Boston teams. Those Boston teams, first of all, those were grown men.
Right.
Not.
Kids.
There weren't no kids. They've been together for a long time. They played 4 years.
That was 4 years in college.
Yeah, that's what they came out. You know, Chief already looked like he was like 48 as a rookie. You know,
nobody looked youthful.
Nobody looked youthful. Those were grown men.
They looked grizzled.
They
looked.
Yeah, they came out the sandbox looking grizzled. You know, so it's a different makeup.
Yeah, man.
These dudes are kids, and they're having problems figuring out whose role is what.
Yeah.
So, do you think KD's coming back to Oklahoma City next year?
Yeah.
You do think so? Why?
He's a loyal dude,
Mm-hmm.
and let's be clear, it's not like the Thunder shouldn't beat Golden State.
3-1, man. They blew it. 3-1. You got to put that away.
They should have won that playoff.
They should have won Game 6.
Hey, Chris.
Game
3-1.
6 was the
Game
whole
6.
series.
Up 8 with under 2 minutes left, and you lose the game.
Yeah.
Come on.
That was the whole series.
That was the series, right? That was Game 7 for them.
But you needed
And I guess
facilitator.
You
I
need a
guess I'm
facilitator.
going to throw this out to Mark. Because I keep getting marked as a Boston fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go back to superstar, tag that was doing his players now. That I just don't know if I can call him superstar. Like Curry, you know what? He's going to take them shots.
But he has the ball.
And he's not going
He
to
has the
shy
ball.
away.
And he's a
Chris.
ball handler supreme.
Don't take that shot. LeBron James will shy away, which he has.
He
in the
has.
past.
He has in the past. He
He's
has in
50-50.
recent.
He's 50-50.
Yeah, because he's a facilitator and an alpha male, all rolled into one.
Superstar on a crunch time like this, where the team is down, they need a shot, and you pass up the ball, or you don't get open enough for that matter, the coach doesn't call your play. Seriously?
Well, I know one of the biggest things with was like the Scott Brooks era with OKC. They look like yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, he's going in and out.
Okay. If you remember the Scott Brooks era with OKC, they were more so like what's the guy that used to coach Cleveland, the black guy with the bald head?
Mike Brown.
They look just like a Mike Brown team. They ran no offense. They just said give the ball,
Win the game
give
first.
the ball to him,
Let
or
him
give
win
the
the
ball
game.
to him, and that was their offense. They never ran like set plays or anything that resembled a pick and roll or any
You
kind
talking
of.
about Oklahoma City?
When Scott Brooks was there, so that was kind of one of the things. When you see last night, the first half of that game, the ball movement they had, the way that they did get everybody else involved, and everybody telling about their talent, and then in the second, and then
I can't hear anything.
are you on a cell phone or a landline?
Because our service is good here. We're on the radio station, Chris. We got good service.
We're not mobile.
And this is not making for good radio. So, hey,
Well,
Chris.
just listen and,
Yeah.
and accept our opinions.
Yeah, exactly. hey, Chris, thanks for calling in, man. We're going to roll on with this discussion. And, you bring some good points up, and we're going to let you go at this point. Thanks
If you
for
got
calling
some more insight,
Give
send
us
us a
call.
text.
Yeah, send us a text to any one of us.
Can I get a t-shirt?
We have some lovely party gifts for you.
We got a squeegee bottle for you.
Exactly. You'll receive a Derek Adger bobblehead. Bill and Destroy bobblehead. All right, we're gonna holler at you,
Be
see.
good, baby.
Chris Johnson, elite educator in the city of
Can I just give
Philadelphia,
you some quick stats
and
from last
overall
night?
NBA fan. Go ahead. What stats you got?
Kevin Durant, 46 minutes, 10 for 19,
Mm-hmm.
3 for 7 from
Mhm.
3-point,
That should be enough.
27 points.
That should be enough.
27 points is a good outing.
Yeah.
You'd like to see him cross 30.
Yeah, it would be nice, but solid.
Russell Westbrook,
Mm-hmm.
45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
7 for 21,
Mm.
2 for 6 from the 3, 19 points. That's not a Russell Westbrook game.
Too much on him. If they had an elite facilitator and put Westbrook at the 2 and at least relieve him of that
Did I not say
responsibility,
that?
that's what I've been
I've
saying
been
for
saying that
years.
for years.
Ever since we went
He's
to
not
the
a
barbecue
point
we were
guard.
at, he's not a point guard. He's not a point guard.
He can rotate. He can come.
He can play
but
point
no.
guard in spots. The same way the Sixers is going to be faced with Ben Simmons. You can play it in spots and little widgets here
Now,
and there. But you can't be the everyday 40-minute.
Conversely, into Chris's
facilitator.
to Mr. Johnson's point, Klay Thompson, 42 minutes, 7 for 19,
deadly,
6 for 11 from 3,
deadly,
21 points. Okay,
very efficient.
Mr. Curry, 40 minutes, which is low for a game 7. Usually game 7 you rock out. 13 for 24. He took 24 shots. That's, I think, one of the points that he was saying. If we're going to win or lose, we're going to win or lose with me pulling the trigger.
But see, you know what? Let me give you a quick caveat to that.
Let me just finish. 7 for 12, 3-pointers, and 36 points.
In game 6, he took like 30-something shots. They said he shot too much.
Yeah, well,
and you can tell that Kenny, Shaq, and Charles are in their head. They heard that because he drew criticism for game 6 because he was off. They said he took too many shots. So he's like, "Dad, go on. So what do I need to do?" Right. They're caught in the matrix of what am I? Do I shoot? Am I alpha? Do I facilitate? Do I get other people involved? So you can tell Westbrook made a conscientious effort to try and play under control and try to get other people off. You know, he did try to do that at first, but first of all, that's not his game. So he played out of character.
You talking about Westbrook?
Well, they both did. He tried to get Robertson involved. Robertson's wide open, couldn't knock down the shot. As good as he played throughout the playoffs, he ain't show up last night.
The first half,
Ibaka couldn't knock down any shots.
No, Ibaka was.
I'm sorry. Ibaka was efficient.
The first half, they should have won the game.
Yeah.
The first half and the third quarter, they went to the half with the lead because they were playing the brand of basketball that they should play.
Yeah, Steph went off.
But no, they stopped scoring.
And they stopped scoring.
They had a long drought when Golden State went up 10. They had a long drought because they stopped. They went to their old style of basketball, which is
hero ball.
Which is I'll bring it up. I'll either give it to KD or I'll shoot.
You're not going to beat a good team like that.
Work.
You are not going to beat a good team like that. And like I said, it to me, Derek, it's all about you have to. If they're going to succeed, if they're going to stay together, and I don't know if they will or not, but they need an elite facilitator to relieve Russell Westbrook of some of those responsibilities because he can't handle it in tight situations. Because he either takes away from his game too much or he plays with his head on fire and nobody else gets involved. And then KD's saying like, yo, I'm not a wing player just posting up out in the arc. You know, I need the ball in my head. So it's almost not even fair to them. They have to find a way to make it work. The only way you make it work is with a point guard.
If you guys were coaches, you think you can coach around that?
What would I'll tell you what
I
would
have. Not the right pieces, I
No,
don't think.
if you had Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, they got talent. Ibaka, who's shooting threes, which
Ibaka stunk it up this
yeah.
He's let down, man. Ibaka let down. He shot too much.
He shot too much.
I mean, you're a big boy, dude.
But
like,
see,
you know, my problem with
Mm-hmm.
OKC, they don't have an energy cat off the bench. They really don't. They don't have a boy that comes off their bench and Waiters is okay.
Waiters is okay,
but they don't think they have that boy that's.
Well, they had Steven. They had the Aussie.
I like Adams.
Adams allows Ibaka to play more on the arc. But if you notice, they built that big lead up in Game 6 because Ibaka was banging. He
that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And hit the
15, 13 footers. They had no
answer. Don't have no answer for Ibaka.
They're too big for him. When Ibaka goes down the paint, they're way too big for him.
That's the thing, man. Get your LeBron down low.
Yeah, I agree. But what you're seeing is the transformation of the game.
He shot 8 threes in Game 6.
Don't need it. They don't need that.
You don't need right.
You know, I know he made 2 or whatever. I'm not sure. But he shot
when you got Bogut and you got Draymond, you need to be down low. Adams, I'll take Adams and
Adams
held his own down low.
No, owned it.
If you put Adams in
all those 50-50 balls,
Adams
owned them.
Put Adams in the rocket down low against Draymond.
He sunned Draymond a couple of times.
Yeah, he did.
Draymond,
too small.
First of all, Draymond, everybody says he can guard every position. No,
Right.
he can't.
Yeah, really,
He can't guard a
He
box.
can in spots.
He
But it's too
can
much.
make a play or two,
Yeah,
but
play or two, right.
constantly. If I was just talking to a coworker today, and we were talking about the evolution of the game and the way the game is played.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what I missed? I missed the game tied, a minute 56 left. You come down, it's a clear out, you dump it into the big man. It's big man,
Inside
man.
out.
With
You
your
play
game
inside out.
to the back,
like
with your back to the basket. If you can get a nice quick move,
What you're talking about
you
is
do it,
classic basketball.
Or you toss
Larry
it back
Brown
out,
basketball.
yeah.
Play inside
and then
out.
you toss it back in.
You play
And
inside
then
out.
but that's not the game anymore.
It's
So you
not
got
the game.
cats
It's not.
like
No,
Ibaka
it is the
shooting.
game. It's just that they got away from because the sexy move. Golden State made it the sexy game. But I guarantee you, let this thing in Philadelphia work with all these big. They find out the right combination, it'll be right the hell back. It's the only reason why it's not is because it's a dearth of quality big men to play that style. But San Antonio was right knocking on the door again, and they got players that doggone near 40 years old because they play like you said, classic inside-out basketball, crisp, efficient passing, knocking down, finding an open man, he knocks down a
That's the
shot.
best. To me,
That's the best way to play. And if you and you have a couple greyhounds that if the floor gets open, you can run too.
I like that.
Why not have both?
I like that.
Passing game and a running attack. Why not have both?
I agree with
I like
you guys, but I see where, even in last night's game,
Mm-hmm.
you can see where Golden State said, you can have these 2-point field
Right,
goals.
right.
We're going to bang you with 3.
But
So
you
it's
know,
going to be 2-3. It's going to be 4-6. It's going to be 6-9.
listen, my
and
dog.
we're gonna
we talked about
win.
this last week, and there are more San Antonio-esque teams than there are Golden State.
Yeah.
That mixture they have out in San Francisco is very, very special.
It is
yeah.
special.
Oh,
It
yeah.
It's
is.
very.
That's what I
Clay
mean,
Thompson
yeah.
is almost
Yeah,
like
man.
dead.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a number one.
Did you
He's a
see?
number one
Did you
option
see?
on the
Did you
team.
see the pre-show when Kenny Smith showed you the problems that Golden State creates? Pre-game, he was coming across half court, like halfway off the Golden State logo,
And
they said they were like they have to defend
They
you
have to
all the way
defend
out
you,
here,
yeah.
and then you have another shooter all the way over here. There was this man in a black suit was fly as hell. His man Georgie, whatever his boy was, posted over there. And he's like, then you gotta defend that. So if you're a
Floor
guy in
is
the
so
middle, like
wide.
where do I go?
The
Floor is wide open.
Because you
You
got
see
all
how
that-
expansive the court
Same,
is when you
man.
can spread it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
There's not too many teams that can spread it that well and knock it down at the clip you gave us the stats. That was real efficient. That was very efficient.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. That's
Yeah.
about as efficient
I
as you're
just-
gonna be.
Yeah.
I think things.
Not too many teams that can do that.
Things
But it is
things
tilting
are
that way.
trendy.
It's trendy.
You don't see a lot of NFL teams
It's definitely.
grind 3 clouds. in
It's
the dust
definitely a
anymore.
Carl Kanai suit of the NBA right now. It's the hot thing in the moment. You know, it's the FUBU.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's the cross colors of right
But
now.
the problem is that you're gonna get the knockoffs that
Well,
really is
They're
good.
gonna
No.
be cheap.
But
You're gonna get U.S. Polo Associations.
You can't afford that.
Yeah, you can't afford that, so you go for that.
So you want to get the
There you go.
knockoff. And you get the
There you
knockoff, and it falls apart as soon as you step out the
Exactly.
crib.
Well, the minute you spread your
go
crotch,
that
you
way.
get the split
You
right
don't
up the
got a
middle.
Clay and a
In
Curry
the
and a
thighs.
Steph.
Yeah,
You don't have
yeah.
a Clay and a Steph.
There you go. You don't
You
have a
can't
Clay
run
and
that
Steph.
type of thing.
But I tell
Yeah,
you
your
what,
mans can shoot.
problem
Your
is-
mans can shoot, but Clay and Steph are out of pocket.
They're out of pocket.
There's
They're
something
out of
special.
The problem is
They're out of
And
pocket.
there's a
The
good
problem
Brooks
is
Brothers
the
suit
youth.
waiting in the corner.
Yeah.
Like you can put this will always be in style.
Absolutely.
This suit
Absolutely.
will never go out of style.
The
So you ready
problem
to put
is-
this on?
Indeed.
the
Indeed.
AAU boys right now are looking at this
Yeah.
and it's sexy and
Yeah.
it's
It's
exciting.
a sexy.
I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I don't miss a Golden State game.
Right.
I need to see it. It's just
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
It's just too exciting.
Yeah.
It's just too exciting. And they're watching this. That's why you got the boy, the number 2 pick, probably Ingram. He's what 6'11",
He's 6'11",
and he's
6'10".
shooting threes,
Mhm.
and he's versatile.
And can put the ball on the floor.
And he can put
And
it,
can
yeah.
defend.
So it's like you're.
But Ben Simmons can do that too. They're both like that. Hybrid
It's,
dudes.
you're bringing up a whole new crop.
But can I tell you this though?
Players.
Yeah, that's that AAU influence that
Yeah.
you talked about. Everybody wants to do the sexy
But it was
thing.
just like AI
But-
when AI was in his prime.
Everybody wanted
wanted the
guard.
crossover.
Everybody wanted Marbury,
And see,
AI.
there lies the problem because they're the special cats.
They are.
Just because they do that,
They are.
dude, you may be able to shoot a little bit, but Steph and Clay are
Yeah,
generational
they're
type
real.
shooters,
Yes.
man.
Once in
It's
a
out of
generation.
pocket. You don't just get cats that are
Right.
so unconscious like that.
Right.
You got got cats that can shoot. There are a lot of NBA shooters, guys that can shoot in the league.
What separates them?
But those dudes,
What
man,
separates them is.
I mean, just serious.
It was like you look at Reggie Miller, Ray Allen,
Right.
some of the other cats that came up that were deadly.
Yeah.
They couldn't get their own shot
Right.
anywhere on the court.
Exactly.
They had to
were
run through
they were set up. They were
screens.
snipers.
They had to have stuff called for them.
You snipers.
These two, from anywhere across half
They're
court,
unconscionable. I've never
will
seen it
get
in my
their
life.
own shot
They're unconscionable.
and just go up in the.
I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
for Clay to pull up on that three when they had tied the game,
come
like
on.
how when other teams say, yo, we're gonna hold this ball,
Right.
you had a chance to hold the ball and take clock off.
Right.
Iggy passes to Clay, he got it, and like I'm
And
going
release
right
is
now.
so quick. If you blink, the
Come
ball
on,
is out.
God, it's
That kind of
ridiculous,
shot
man.
back in the day, they used to call that a heat check.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
not a heat check for them.
No.
That's an in rhythm.
How many times do
That's
they?
not a heat check. That's an in rhythm shot.
How many
for
times
both
do
of them.
they shoot and you be like, "What are you doing?"
Oh,
not,
good
for,
shot.
not for Golden State.
Yeah,
man.
but
Not for
a
Golden
couple
State.
times,
It's-
like you
not
said,
for
you're
Golden State.
like,
Everybody else, you're
you're
like, yo,
like,
slow some
yeah.
clock.
don't
Clay
you don't
just
need to
knows.
shoot with 20 on the shot clock.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
get it down to 10.
And you're facing elimination.
Yeah.
You're facing elimination, but you say, I'm going.
That's how they play.
They're gonna
That's
you're
how
gonna
they
do what
play.
they do how they do. It's just that simple.
And
I just
therein
think
lies the
they
same
get their
problem
own-
with
they get their shot.
OKC again.
Beautiful
How they
to see,
play
man.
is how they play. Like Russell Westbrook running up court and advancing the ball and attacking the rim like his head's on fire is how they play. But it hurts other aspects of what they need to win down the stretch. Which is why that style of guard will never get you a chip. Because everything that he does good is counterproductive for everybody else.
Sure.
It just is what it is, man.
I just think he's.
but
I think he's in the wrong. He's cast in the wrong role.
he needs to be a two.
He needs
He's a
to be
two,
a
man.
two.
He's a two.
And, you
He's
know,
a 2/1, not a
yeah,
1/2.
yeah.
He needs to be inverted.
And another thing I heard today which was very interesting about will KD stay or not.
Right.
And it was they were talking about OKC and how they got rid of Harden and Jackson. And they could have kept
They
them.
made the
They
wrong
could have kept
move.
them cats.
They should have got
They
rid of
would have had.
Ibaka.
They would have had to
Yeah.
pay. But they would have been
Yeah.
the best team in the
Yes.
NBA.
I tell people that
But
as
they
well.
chose
They chose
money.
Ibaka.
They chose not Ibaka. They chose money. They were up against the luxury tax for paying them for. They would have had to empty
They
their
figured
pockets
they couldn't pay.
to pay them cash. But they would have
Yeah.
won. They would have won a chip by now. With
I
all
think
of
so.
them cats
So
on
they had to
the
make
squad.
the money made them make the
Yeah.
choice. It basically came down to Ibaka or
Ibaka was
Harden.
fine. Ibaka had upside. He
Yeah, that's
was not a
fine.
hard-
But
you
I would
don't
have
let
rather
Harden
had
go.
James Harden.
Yeah, you don't let Harden go.
You don't let
You
Harden.
can let Jackson could have been.
Because you can find another Serge Ibaka.
But-
Like you said,
but-
that AAU pipeline, you can find another Serge Ibaka.
But you could have found another Jackson. But what Jackson was, he was that guard
And you
that
see
they
him doing
wanted.
his thing in
He was
Detroit.
the guard that they wanted. But in
Yeah.
Detroit, he tries to be. He's free to be
Well,
little Russell.
he could be himself. He could be himself. His minutes, he was getting squished, and he would never saw the
Oh
minutes.
yeah, but
And you can
that's
see it.
fine.
He was
But
not
that's
spread
fine.
his wings in Detroit. It's like, you know what? You're the man here. We
Everybody,
got the rock.
everybody wants that. Everybody
Yeah,
wants
everybody
that.
wants
Yeah.
that. Everybody
Want to
wants
be the man.
Everybody
Want
wants
to be the man.
of course.
Everybody wants to be the
Yo,
man.
shout out to him. I gotta give it up, man. Iggy, man. Iggy's
Yeah.
defense is so
Yeah.
underrated.
He can
He
play.
has made so many
can
plays,
play.
clutch, minor defensive plays
Mhm.
that you don't like knocking the ball out of hands.
Yeah.
KD and them going up, it's getting smacked
Little
out.
dirt.
Little
the
loop.
moves that make that
Yeah,
separate a winner
yes,
from a
man.
loser.
That's what I gotta
Iggy
give
is
it
the-
up.
A couple times last
Yeah.
night he did make me mad. A couple
couple
times he
times,
gets
yeah.
like to the rim and he wants to pass
And
the
kicks
ball.
out.
And I'm like, dude,
Would
you,
you
gotta
finish?
go on
Right.
somebody,
You're
A
an
yo.
couple
You're
dudes
an
did that
athlete.
last
Yeah,
night.
You're
and
an
I'm like,
athlete.
you
You're
gotta
an athlete.
go.
Did that
You
last
you
night.
got
You're an
ups.
athlete. Yeah,
You
you're
got
an athlete.
length on your
You're
arm.
an athlete.
You gotta
You're an
just
athlete.
either draw that foul.
Yeah.
And there was one point the game was teetering,
Right.
and he could have did a tomahawk on somebody,
Right.
and it would have just changed the whole complexion of the game. It could have because.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and I heard one of the analysts say, one of the ex-NBA guys, and they were like, yeah, everybody says a dunk is just 2 points. He said, yeah, it is just 2 points. He said, but the right dunk at the right time
Momentum.
is momentum.
Momentum.
And if he would have dunked that ball,
I hate that.
I would've
And let me
been
tell you
like-
something again with the AAU, and I think we had this discussion again about how AAU is hurting organized basketball. That's another AAU-ism. everybody wants to pass up the easy 2 and kick back out for the more sexy 3. That is some dumb basketball.
That's the NBA.
Guys get to the cup.
You say that is what they do, David?
That's what they do now, yeah. You get but that's a
they're-
byproduct of the AAU because
No,
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because at the AAU level, these guys are trying to separate themselves and trying to get the big name, and how you do that is by doing everything. So if they're not dunking, for a minute there was the dunk. Everybody said how the dunk and was it and1. Everyone wanted to be an and1 mixtape. Okay, so now everybody wants to be KD and Steph Curry and knock down threes. So how do you do that? Everybody kicks out. You get to the cup for an easy 2 and you
just said it. They want to be.
But at that, but that started,
in
that
the
mentality
Winning League.
began in AAU basketball with that 3-point line and kicking out. I mean, but
the AAU closely resembles what the NBA product is. It always is because
one begets the other.
But just the team that won the NCAA national championship. We said here. You said, why does he have all these little guys that can shoot? Why does he have all? Because that comes from the top down. When you come into
that's a byproduct. No, let me tell you why it's the AAU. It's the AAU because at that level of basketball, there's not a lot of dominant big men. Again, with that discussion, so the AAU game adjusted to that by not having a lot of big men. There's a lot of shooters. There's more shooters than there are bigs, and in that game. In the AAU game, it became a game of spotting up and kicking back out and shooting a 3. And that mentality permeated through AAU to high school, to college, and then to the NBA. And then the coaches adjusted. A lot of those coaches are at all those AAU camps. They coached in the AAU camp. They seen them kids come up from the 7th, 8th grade. So that's how they're coached from 6th, 7th grade all the way up through the NBA. So actually it's the AAU not copying, but that mindset, rolling through and just continuing in the NBA.
And it comes from what they see. If you look at any, when you look at the lower levels of football, they copy because the goal is to get to the league. The goal is not to be an AAU superstar.
That's a bad example because
why?
Pro football copied college football.
Nah.
Chip Kelly's system was
one dude.
Yeah, but the whole
team that doesn't win.
Listen, you gonna tell me that the Wildcat didn't come from college football?
It did.
Exactly. They got the pro game.
How many teams won the Wildcat though,
David? How prevalent was the Wildcat
for a season?
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't. But because when you get a coach that jump like Saban to Miami, he's gonna bring that crap.
Yeah,
when you get somebody from Oregon to Philly, but that's not.
And then you got
that's not where the copy is from.
Like, we don't get that crap
out
of
here. Exactly. It doesn't work. You're backwards.
Bruce had called Chip's system a college system.
Yeah, he said it's a college system.
They make it a college system.
And if you look at even the draft, a lot of the draft talk is always, they're in that spread, they're in that Wildcat, but how's it going to translate to the pro game?
Almost every position.
Can you get the people?
Every position is hindered by the college.
Let's get some. I want some other opinions on this. Give them the number, man.
The number for W.